Hello and welcome again, fellow citizens of the Commonwealth Wasteland. This is Pelorian. This is my third episode / video in our adventures. So last time we went and visited Concord, met the Minutemen. Basically flipped off Preston Garvey, said, "Screw your Minutemen, we don't want nothing to do with them." After we finished the episode, I went over to Sanctuary and I picked up all the loot, everything we had in the workbench. It was like 3 times my carry capacity, loaded up dog meat, still had over 3 times my carry capacity, and just slow walked it from Sanctuary over to Red Rocket. But all my materials here, and the only thing I have over there that I don't have here is the chemistry bench, which I will deal with if I need to make something. I'll figure something out, or eventually down the road maybe I can move this to some other place. So, not worried about it, but this has more of what I want. It has the armor and the weapons, which is more likely to be used for me than the chemistry workbench. Or crafting workbench, whichever. So, we're going to head back to Sanctuary real quick, because I just have to finish the quest, When Freedom Calls, with Preston Garvey. I don't know, that may be too dark for the YouTube video. I don't know how it's going to look on there, but I've heard that a lot of times when it's real darker out like this, it can be harder to see. So I'll keep my Pip-Boy light on. Yep, need to talk Preston Garvey, finish that, and tell him to go shove a tree. Alright, hey.
I'm glad you decided to come with us.
I'm not.
Should have listened to Mama Murphy all along.
I'm not coming with you.
Place she's found for us. I think
Yeah,
we
it's
could settle
okay.
down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
No.
This isn't a home. It's nothing but an empty ruin.
Nothing
Now
but
look,
bad
that's what
memories
it
and
is,
empty
but it
ruins.
could be. We've got water, plenty of space. Should be pretty defensible. I can see it. Garden plots over there, some snug shelters. Hell, maybe even electricity.
Now you're thinking big.
You don't understand. I used to live here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here. Over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen.
Zombie.
Anybody else make it out with you?
Maybe. I woke up at one point. Some people killed my husband and kidnapped my son. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it
find
don't
him.
get much worse than that.
I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask.
Nope,
Had
I
a note
mind.
From a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Oh, good. I was hoping for a chance to rescue some more helpless villagers.
It's not that people are helpless. They just need someone to give them a helping hand sometimes.
Yeah,
what the
that's
Minutemen
not
are
me.
supposed to be all about. By
I'm
the
worried
way,
about my
if you want to help
my
out around
son.
here at all, talk to Sturgis.
If you can't help me with
I'm
that,
sure he'd be glad for all
I
the
wasted my time on you. Thanks for the level up. Ah! Wrong button again. Okay. So, level 4. Action Girl. Okay, let's go. There's no time to waste. Your action points will generate 25% faster. Woohoo! Alright, cool. So 21 stim packs, 2 rataways. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Red Rocket and take a nap. And then we will be on our way. I don't know, I just like traveling in the daytime more often. Though it should be getting there soon, but it looks pretty nice. Woo, there's a car there. Pistol. No? Oh yeah, that's right. I already looted that. Let me see here. Got all that. Okay. That's good. Okay. I think we are good for the night. So let's see. It is 3. So 6:43 should be good. Just a little pep nap. Just to keep me going. Okay. Yeah. I feel rested. Okay. So I don't want the Minutemen. So I don't want to talk to Sturgis. So we're going to go to... We're going to head towards Diamond City. You know what? No. I know where to get a sledgehammer. We're going to go over there first. It's heading towards Tenpines Bluff, which I guess... Okay, I guess we could do Tenpines Bluff because... Tenpines Bluff is near where I get the sledgehammer, and it takes us to Corvega, which has the raiders that I want to kill because they have the boss man. Can't remember his name there, but they have the guy that I got the key to the chest, so it probably would make sense to go ahead and go to Corvega, and might as well do a quest while I'm in the area. So screw you, Preston Garvey. But because your little thing worked out, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because you're in the area. So your lucky day. Alrighty. Ooh, caps, nice. Whiskey, get a little drunk. Military fatigues, huh? Clean black suit, blah, blah. Alright, let's pick the lock. Ooh, that was sweet. I didn't even... don't need you. I'll take you, take you, take you, take you. Alright, cool. You guys look good. I got the thing underneath there. Don't think there's anything over there. You're all boarded up. Awful foggy today. I know there's a few buildings around here I can get stuff in. So before I head out, I'm just gonna loot Concord real quick. That's good. I think it's... Is it here? Yeah, the workhouse is one of them. If I'm heading through the area, might as well get everything I need. Never hurts to have extra loot. Well, I mean, it can. But not really. Okay, desk is empty. Okay, let's go to the stairs. Metal bucket, broom. Could always drop this off at Red Rocket real quick, some of this junk before I head back. Nothing in there. Well, that was a waste. Next level. Like next level chef. Okay, gotta go to the next level to get there. Nothing there. Burnt books. Why have that? Wonder glue. Alarm clocks. Ooh, nice. Some guy died. I don't get that. So you're choking a guy out who apparently is naked or a woman, and as you choke them out, you also die and your bones don't fall up. I don't know. I know it's comedic and whatever, but I don't get how this works. Because you would just, like, the bones would fall apart, and yeah, it doesn't really make much of any sense, but still kind of a little funny and humorous in the idea. They died like that, so. Alright. Okay, so baby rattle, 10mm rounds, Molotov cocktail. You know what, maybe a better 10mm pistol? Maybe I could go for that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, wee! Alright. Good. I don't want to have to climb. Wow! Crap. Well, I jinxed myself. I don't want to have to climb all the way up there. Whoops. Okay, I guess I do have to. Okay, so. What was that I got? Maybe his weapon. 10mm pistol. No, okay. So apparently not. There you go. It said plus, but didn't give me anything plus, unless it was referring to more damage than my baseball bat or whatever, so. Sorry if you guys hear my chair squeak. I'm just adjusting. I like my chair, but it does squeak when I move. I got one of the $600 Razor chairs. I actually had at the store near me about 8 months ago. I went there and I was looking at nice computer chairs because I wanted something nicer for gaming. And I saw they had these really nice Razor chairs, but they were expensive. I'm talking like, I think it was like $600-700. Where do we go? Down here. Why not? Geronimo! Yeah, it's like $600-700 for this Razor chair. Really comfy, really nice. I love the chair, but I'm like, that's just too much money. Well, happened to go there one day and saw they had it marked down to like $250, and I was like, whoa! So I talked to them. They gave me the chair. I bought it for $250. Took it home, and realized after, I think it was about 2 weeks, I happened to be looking at it, and I realized, like, wait a minute. I'm like, the one that they had on display, and I had been there recently, looked at too, but I'm like, the one they have on display has the little cushion headrest. It has more than, like, the one that they sold me for $250 was actually the $400 model, not the $600 or $650 model. It was actually the cheaper model, which had less options. I was like, wait a minute, but the one they had on the floor, I'm like, went out with my mother, and I was like, hey, let me go check this. So we went and checked it. Yeah, the one on the floor, the display model, was the high-end model, and it had the marked down price. And the one that they gave me was the cheaper model. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make a big fuss if they don't do anything, but let me just try. So I went, talked to the manager, and I say, look, I bought this chair like 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. I'm like, the one on the floor that I assumed I was getting was this model that's like $600, $650, whatever it was. And I'm like, but the one that I got and I showed him was the $400 one. I'm like, so I'm just making you aware that it's kind of false advertising because you have put up the price tag on the high-end model and then are selling the low-end. And so she went, found out who did it, and talked, and was like, oh my god. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I didn't realize we did that. The person that was putting out the display models didn't pay attention that it was the wrong one. So she's like, because of the fact that you came and you told us and all this, she goes, we're going to give you that more expensive one because, you know, honoring the fact that I had paid for, that was the one that was advertised. So they basically, ooh, double barrel. I don't know, maybe it's not much better. Okay, probably not much better. Ooh, it's got a scope. Yes. Alright, sorry. But yeah, so basically, real quick, because I had mentioned Sunday they had made the mistake, they just had me bring back my old chair, and they gave me the new one. So I got a $600 to $650, the highest and most expensive Razer gaming chair you can buy, for $250. I saved like $350 to $400 on it because they labeled it wrong. So I was happy about that. It's a really comfortable, nice chair. I love it. It squeaks a little bit, like I said, when I move, but it is, oh my gosh, it's comfy. It's got lumbar support. It's got a head cushion. It's got adjustable armrests that tilt in and out, slide in and out, up and down. It's got, oh my gosh, it's loaded. I love it. I love the thing. So, yeah. Interesting, fun little story fact. Aha! I never knew you were there. I never paid attention much. Nope, I gotta go this way. Nope, a little bit more. Nope, okay, gotta go up. There we go.
That's it.
Okay, 38 round, 10mm shotgun pre-war. So, yep, let's go. I like that in the one mod that Spring Hill John does on here, that he actually, they replace the stuff that's in the pre-war safes with stuff that actually would have been around pre-war. As in, basically, if it was, hello. As in, you won't find, like, jet or things that were not around before the war side of a pre-war vault. You only find things that would most likely would have been in there, so I think that's kind of cool. It adds to a new level of immersion. And I always thought that was kind of interesting too. Okay, so Radix, Potato Crisp. Yeah, there's a mod here too that makes corpses collision. So like when you run into them, see how they move. They don't do that in vanilla. It's cool, but at the same time I find it somewhat annoying because you can actually get caught on the corpses sometimes, and then you get stuck, or you can't get in, so you gotta like pick them up and move them. I guess it's kind of realistic in a sense, but I don't know. An old man and a little girl, maybe I should leave them alone. Do I want to get caught up in that? That just doesn't seem right. But then again, The Last of Us is the same deal, so is what it is. Speaking of which, The Last of Us, I played that a little bit on the PlayStation 4 back in the day. I would love to play it again for the PC, but right now I don't have a system that can handle it that well. I'm running a 5600X and a 3070. I got the 3070 mid last year, because all the reviews I was reading said it's a good mid-range card, you know, 8 gigabytes will get you by for years, and now these new games come out, and so I was like, well, 8 gigabytes won't get you by for years because a lot of these new games are now running 12 and 16 because the consoles all run 16. So I'm looking to upgrade. Not quite sure yet what I'm doing. I'm looking between a 6800 XT, which would get me a slight performance boost over the 3070, still in benchmarking, quite capable of playing most all modern games, because I play 1080p right now. Some point, maybe in a year or two, upgrade to 1440. I'm not pressed. I still think 1080 looks nice. It's more performance friendly, so I'm not concerned about it. But look at 6800 XT, seems like it would run. The only thing is with ray tracing, and I know a lot of people don't like ray tracing. They think it's stupid or a waste of whatever. I'm not one of them. I'm not going to say I'm in love with ray tracing, but I like it. I think it looks nice. I think it definitely, when used correctly, adds a nice look. Like, say, Cyberpunk, which, again, I haven't played. I will be at some point. Cyberpunk looks really nice with ray tracing, and I know it's a beast. Then there's some more subtle ones, like one game I would love to play, Plague Tale Requiem. Also, I played Plague Tale Innocence. I'll get to them eventually, but the stories look amazing. Graphics are amazing. I know the ray tracing only does shadows on that, but I still think it looks, in my opinion, from the pictures and the videos, just freaking fantastic with the ray tracing, even just for the shadows. It just, I don't know. It's just me. I just think it looks really nice because it adds another element of depth. So I like ray tracing, which means I'm leaning towards NVIDIA. Plus, I have an NVIDIA card right now, and then I'd have to uninstall the drivers and reinstall AMD. And then I've read stories and stuff about AMD cards having issues with some Bethesda games. And then they talk about some of the older games. Now, I don't know if it's been fixed lately, but they talk about a lot of the older games don't like to run so well on AMD cards, and I have a decent amount of older games I enjoy playing. So it's like, okay, is it gonna bog down or ruin some of my older games from playing right? You know, so, and I mean, I've had AMD in the past. I think I had a 7850 was the last one I had by AMD. And I mean, it was a good card. It did what I needed it to. I can't complain. But with this new technology with ray tracing, it just, you can't compete with NVIDIA. And I mean, I thought it was interesting. One guy was showing some stats on Steam. 75% of video game players on Steam have a NVIDIA card. I think it was 18 or 20% have AMD, and like 5% or less have actually Intel. Yeah, Intel cards. And I thought that was kind of interesting. NVIDIA is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best right now, but at the same time, they are so expensive. I mean, granted, I love their cards and I love their stuff. And it's just a debate right now of pricing, because the 5600X I think will get me by for a bit. But I would like to upgrade to the 5800X 3D. I know everybody talks about going to the 7000. I'm not that concerned, because especially when you look at the 5800X 3D, I don't really see that big of a difference between them. There's a little bit, but I don't see enough to warrant it. I already have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. I have a nice setup. I have a really nice motherboard. It's like, if I can still get great performance out of it, why do I want to upgrade right now? You know, what's the point? So, save my money. But I was looking at between the 4800 XT or maybe the 4070, but the problem is the 6800 XT has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, which is kind of what they're saying you should almost get as a minimum. Whereas the 4070 has 12 gigabytes. Well, 12 gigabytes they say might get you by for a year or two, but then you're probably going to need to upgrade again. And I'm not really looking, I'm trying to do something that can be like good for the long haul more. Like not forever, but you know, a little bit more, like maybe 4 or 5 years. So the 4070 is not looking like a great option. And it's $600, which is, in my opinion, not terrible. But then if I want to get an NVIDIA card that has at least 16 gigabytes of VRAM and actually looks nice, or does a good job, I'm looking at a 4080. And I know them 4080s, like, I think the cheapest, the one I was looking at is $1,158. It's Gigabit Eagle or a Gigabit, something like that. Gigabyte, however you want to pronounce it. I have the Gigabit or Gigabyte Aorus Elite motherboard. I like it. I tend to like Gigabit stuff. They have a really nice video card. It gets lots of good reviews. MSI is another one's good. I like MSI too, but this motherboard was reviewed by multiple different tech websites as being one of the best for the 5000 series of Ryzen, so that's why I went with that. And then, wait, plastic hairbrush? Ah, okay. But yeah, so I went with that, and I got 32 gigabytes of Corsair, I think it's Corsair Vengeance. It's RGB. And then I got EVGA, one of their last, before they stopped making video cards. Ooh, Machete. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, it's the 3070 RTX for the Win 3. I mean, it's a great card. I like the card. It does do a good job. And they said that if it actually had 16 gigabytes of VRAM, it would still be very competitive. It's a fast card. It's just doesn't have enough VRAM. On some games, it just does. You can't actually even play the game. So at some point here, I'd like to upgrade. I've heard it could also help with modded version of Fallout, but cool. Tablespoon, that didn't seem good, worth it, but yeah, so I was looking at maybe the 4070, but what I'd really like to get, if possible, is actually the 4080. Yeah, I can't pick you.
Really strong.
That's why I like that mod that allows you to, like, shoot the door or kick at different things to get through. So, oh well, I have to try to remember to get. I need to get that mod in my list that you can like jot notes down like a journal, so you can make a list of all these vaults that you can't get to yet, so you can go back later and get them. But alright, so that's clear. So let me go. I think we're good to go get the sledgehammer now, and then I'll probably go back. You know what? No, because that'd be Tenpines Bluff is that way. So I'm gonna go back to Red Rocket real quick. We'll go fast travel back there. I'll drop off my junk. We'll go get the sledge, and we'll go over there. And then maybe we'll, maybe after that, we'll either get to Corvega, or we'll be, or we'll go to Corvega on the next one. One of the two. But yeah, so my ultimate, what I'd like to get would be a 5800X 3D and a 4080. Yeah, I know 1200 is overpriced. I know that a lot of people aren't buying them. I understand that, but the performance level on it to me is at such a high level that to me it would be worth it. Yeah, the price is a lot more than what your performance you're getting. I think they said compared to the 4080, it's like a 40 to 45% increase in performance, the 3080 to the 4080, but it's like a 50 to 60% price increase over it. So the price to performance, but I look as I get 16 gigabytes of VRAM, I get a very fast NVIDIA card, I get DLSS3 and frame generation, I get absolutely stellar ray tracing performance. So I don't know. That's just me. If you have any suggestions in the comments from your experience, maybe with some of these. Like I said, I'm not against AMD. If I was going for the 4080, I was actually also looking at let's go Concord. I was also looking at like the 7900 XT, or even the XTX. The XTX actually at about $1,000 is closer to the 4080, and the performance sometimes in rasterized gaming, sometimes it's 5, 10, maybe 15 FPS more, but at the same time, alright, so we want to go up this way. But at the same time, I also look at it's rasterized gaming, which is fine for some games, but I really like turning on ray tracing in the games that I can. I don't always have to play the games at ultra settings. I understand that, and I've seen that even like in Cyberpunk and Plague Tale Requiem and those, you can turn on ray tracing around a high, and it still looks almost as good as it does in Ultra. So I don't need to max everything out. But I like having a nice, steady, good frame rate. I like having ray tracing on and having things look nice. So that's just me. That's my own. But I also guess with the 4080, as much power as that thing has, with what it can do, you know what? Maybe I needed to go. Nope. Okay, maybe this is the right way. But with what it can do, I have a feeling it would last me for quite a long time. It would be a card that would be around for, I could keep for 4 or 5 years and not have to worry about anything. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. But with the 5800X 3D being right now about, oh nice, being about $320 and almost $1,200 for the 4080, I'm looking at grand total before shipping and handling is up almost $1,500. I'm like, that's a lot of money, considering that's almost as much as I spent, not quite, but almost as much as I spent on my whole computer. But it would be a significant upgrade. And then 32 gigabytes of RAM, 5800X 3D, 4080 on 1080p. I could even upgrade to 1440 and I wouldn't have to worry about things for quite a while. I have a 850 watt power supply, which is what they're recommending for the 4080, so maybe upgrade that at some point. But otherwise, like, I mean, I would, dang it, oh well, I would probably be set for quite a while. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Like, is it, first off, can I get the money? I'm looking at maybe also waiting till like October, November if I go that way, and then try to see if there's some deal on Black Friday or something. But then there's also the come on. But then there's also the just watching for deals and stuff. Oh, come on. Is what I get for talking too much. But I don't know. I don't have to have the fastest and the best, but I like to have something that lasts longer. I don't like things that I have to change and get rid of real soon. So that's kind of why I'm leaning that way. But enough about that. We'll get back here. Alright. Sledgehammer, pipe wrench. Okay, so that's what I wanted there. Sledgehammer 69. Yes, you will be number 1. Pipe wrench 39 versus machete 42. You know what? Machete is replacing the pipe wrench because the machete is just more damage. Yes. Alright.
Unless you're gonna pitch in here, keep a distance.
Alright, why aren't you? There we go. Okay, cool.
Hey,
Looking to earn some caps?
Sure.
I could use a hand here if you're all done gawking, you know.
I could probably help. For a few caps extra.
Just had to push, didn't you? 50 caps. Take it or leave it.
What
I
do you
can help.
Now, the pump isn't in top shape, but it should at least start. There must be some leaky connections flooding me out. Think you could fix them? The leaks will be underwater. Look for bubbles, and you should find them.
Alright, sounds easy enough. Let me go check out some other areas real quick, and I'll get right on that. Okay. But yeah, so that's my thing with it. My 3070 performs adequate for what I need now, but for what I'd like to play in the future, like Plague Tale Requiem, and Last of Us Part 1, and a lot of these games, I know that, especially like they said, coming from the consoles, they're running 16 gigabyte cards, so, you know, it's going to be one of those things where they're going to start pushing to use more of that VRAM, so I need to upgrade, but I don't want to do like this last time where I upgrade and then it's outdated in a year or two. So, but yeah, anybody has any experience or suggestions, you know, feel free to pitch them my way. But other than that, let's go get some bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Sorry, I'm a little cuckoo. Okay, and while that's come on now, let me see what I have for aid drugs. Day tripper jet. Damage is just no. Where's maybe medicine? There we go. Radix. That's what I want. Okay, so right before I get down to the water, take a Radix. That way I can resist more of the radiation while I swim around looking for bubbles. Like that bubble. Okay, so we got one there. So I think there's one over here somewhere, one over there, one over there. Okay. Sounds good to me. Go ahead and get this toolbox open. Nope. A little bit more. Oh! Come on. You're just tricky, aren't you? Come on. There we go.
Nice.
Buff out, duct tape, and a saw. Okay. Zip. Alright. Medicine. Radix. Let's go. Zip. Okay. 1 of 3. Here's the other. Bubbles. Yeah, I don't think the pit boiler is going to help much. So where the heck are you coming from? Wow. You were like... Really? Sheesh, you are hard to see. What is that? Okay. So let's try... There's that valve. Let's take another Radix. Is it still... me see. Okay, you were still good there. This is gonna be hard. See, I like the mod to make the water a little clearer, but this thing is so murky. Ah! There you are. I just saw you. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Good. That was difficult. That was just hard to see. Okay. So now we're good. Let me go ahead and see medicine. We'll do some rat away. Then we will eat. That should restore. Yep, alright. Some good old blood bug meat. Let's go try turning the sucker on. There we go. Now. Come on. Come on. Got him. Alright. Where's the other one? You get him already? Alright, I need stim pack. Where'd he go? Come on, dog meat. Get with the program. Come on. Alright, well. It's a little more difficult than I like, but... See, that's the only thing about those big weapons. They're so slow. Is, you know, if you don't get the hits off right, you can take a lot. So... take a little bit of radiation. Not a lot, so we're good.
What if I redirect the flow through here?
Excuse me.
Meyer lips. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that's your one. Anyway, still got
Hey.
There's a little something before you leave. You mind? I'm busy here.
Yeah, okay. Nope, not yet. Okay. Go ahead and do a save there. Now, let's see what we got. It says about 8 minutes left. I think we'll have enough time to get to Tenpines Bluff. And then maybe... Okay, come on. Come here. Ooh, dang. What the? Got him. Jeez, everything is attacking us today. First the dogs go after the person, so I go to protect the person from the dogs. Then after I get the dogs... Then I get the rad deer thingamajiggy. And he like explodes and flies into the air everywhere, and so I don't even know where he's at to loot him, because I was kind of looking forward to getting him. Get some rad deer steak majig thing, but I don't know where the heck he went, so whatever the... Ay, 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 ay. Okay. No, that's the wild mongrel. Okay. I believe this is the way. Yeah. There might be a Yagway up here. Come on. You know what? I don't know, I've run into a Yagway around here before, so wasn't sure. Might or might not be. Alright, well, we'll take some more food. Deathclaw steak, that's safe for an emergency. We'll do that. Alright. Maybe he's not here. That would be good. Yeah, I think... Nope, okay, I'm just seeing things. Alright, I think the machete works better for right now. Just a little bit faster. Works better. Alright, come here. Yeah, you too. I do know it's crazy. You can actually attack faster in third person than you can in first in this game. It's weird, like your attack speed is slower. And then getting power armor, it's even slower. It's ridiculous. Like, then get here and... I don't know. Alright. I think that might be about all of them there. So let's see here. Glowing fungus. Fridge is open. Nothing in there. Caps. Why nobody took that in all those years, I have no idea. Ooh. Wild corn. Awesome. Not that I'm growing stuff or anything, but... And I think... Yeah. A Rad-X. Okay, cool. And there's Tenpines Bluff. I know this house over here. I think there were some rad roaches around. Yeah. Okay, cool. So got that cleared out. Let me talk to Lucas Miller.
The way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor. That advice is free.
What's for
What kind
sale?
of stuff do you have?
I sell armor for Old Man Stockton's outfit, based out of Bunker Hill. Been selling armor to smart wastelanders for years. The dumb ones walk away empty-handed, but they don't stay dumb long, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Let's see what you have.
Focus on stopping power. Pretty don't stop bullets.
Alright, so... Sell that, don't need that. I need the hard hat, military fatigues. I'll get rid of that. Red dress. Summer shorts. We'll give her a casual outfit too. Keep that for... Yeah, we want to keep that. Okay, so he only buys apparel and junk. Okay. So let's see what he has for casual. Let's say bowler, champion's left arm. +1 strengthen. Ooh. No, no, no.
Lucas,
Got the best armor in these parts.
Okay.
I've got a
Don't
few
know what
minutes to
happened there.
browse.
My prices are firm.
Let me see. Trying to
Having
figure
your
this out.
pick.
So, I have 207. Which means a champion's left arm. Trying to see where the price is. See, that'd be another good one. Because... well, not really, because the perception is not. This one, 10% chance to disarm melee attacker. Well, yes and no. Reduces damage to me. Alright, apparently I can't afford that. Looks like I don't have quite enough. Looks like I need another 500 caps. I'm not allied. That's okay. I'm gonna take all your potatoes.
Hey,
Let me see what I can cook here. So we'll make some more purified water. Let's see. Baked bloat flies. Mud chops. Ooh, 6 mud chops. Nice. Roasted mirelurk meat. Sounds good to me. Whoa! Hey! Just because I was using your cooking area, don't shoot me.
if I told you I'm with the Minutemen, would you still want to shoot me?
You're with the Minutemen?
Not really.
I didn't really think you
I just happened to be
We sent
in the
word
area,
to
so I
Castle
figured I'd do
Trade,
this
but
quest for
I
them.
never
But
expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Do you want my help, or should I be on my way?
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
yeah, figure that. I
I'll
kick their
their
asses.
for you. No problem.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
Alright guys, well, this is where I'll end this one. So, next episode we'll be heading to Corvega. We'll take out the raiders there. So, until next time, guys stay safe and do well.